Hello, welcome to Game 5 of my match against Tracer. I'm currently up 3-1, so I've guaranteed myself at least a tie here, which is nice. We have another kingdom with Sanctuary. We also have Way of the Mule. Way of the Mule is pretty interesting with Courier, because Courier, anything basically in the discard pile becomes a village. I think I'm taking Silver Soothsayer. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm just going to go Silver Courier. I do want to hit 5 a couple times to get some Sanctuaries, and probably also a Soothsayer, do Soothsayer into Golds into Provinces as payload. But Courier seems like a fun card here. Especially if you see it turn. Well, it's actually nice. I mean, you're actually happy to see it turn 4, right? Because you can play the Silver twice. Hitting double Sanctuary here I think is really good. I want to get very thin very quickly, and I want to get all of the non-treasures out of the deck, so the Courier is always doing fun stuff. And then probably we'll pick up one Necromancer. I think they've gotten 3 Couriers already. They're doing some kind of Courier stack, which doesn't seem unreasonable. Necromancer does seem quite good here. Does it? I don't know, maybe Plaza's just better. And if you have Overdraw, the Courier can draw it back. And I'm looking to add a Soothsayer next turn. I think I have 5 money next turn. I only did if I didn't bottom deck the Silver or the Sanctuary. So they've gotten their second Sanctuary now. I'm going to get my... I do have another Sanctuary? No, I played a Sanctuary last turn. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to get the early Soothsayer. And then... nice thing, I guess, I can actually play the Soothsayer, Plaza, Soothsayer, Courier, and actually get the gold into play right away. They top deck both Sanctuaries, which is quite nice, and they've got all these Couriers. So they may be able to Courier Sanctuaries next turn. I have drawn my Courier at the top of both shuffles, which is a little bit sad. I think, yeah, this means they may be very thin next turn. Like they may be down to, they may have exiled 5 cards as of next turn. Or 6 cards. I don't think I'm in on, I think I'm just getting a Displace now. It feels like the best card for the deck. I am willing to get another Courier, especially like with Displace tricks, you can get the golds into play if you're not drawing deck. They somehow triggered a reshuffle there, but yeah, they're quite thin at this point. I mean, I've thinned 4, which is pretty okay. Can I support a Candlestick maker? I don't know that I can. There's not a lot of draw here. In fact, there's not any draw here. I think I can take 1 silver now and look to displace it to another Sanctuary. And really hope I find something here to displace. Otherwise, I will displace a copper into Candlestick maker. Okay, yeah, they're getting their own now. I don't see any reason not to discard here. All right, the Courier's in the bottom with the Soothsayer. I can go Silver into Sanctuary here. I can Mule this, get a gold. Which doesn't seem good. I kind of want more Couriers, I guess. Is Courier doing very much for me? And I guess I'm going to want a 3rd Sanctuary no matter what. And then 1 more silver seems okay. And I will leave the silver that I have in exile. Yeah, so this Courier, I guess, is going to play the Plaza, trigger a shuffle. The bottom card should be my gold, so I'm going to have missed my gold, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. Plaza discarding a copper, Courier playing it feels like it's just +1 coin, +1 coffer, plus card, plus action. Discard. Set aside. Okay. Do I want couriers or plazas? It's really not clear to me that the couriers are going to reliably draw, and that maybe having plazas lets me get another displace later on in the game. So I think I'm getting a second plaza here over the second. Second courier, which means I'm getting a third plaza too. Maybe then I'll just go double courier. I mean, courier this turn, courier next time that I can. And I will probably take an early gold here. What have I set aside? I've set aside 7 starters. They've set aside 9 starters and a curse. They got the third sanctuary, and they courier. They bottom decked their couriers one shuffle, and I've drawn my courier at the top of every shuffle, which I think puts me a little bit behind in the trashing game. I got my displace a little bit earlier. Yeah, I'm going to need to get a third courier here fairly soon. So we can always discard the curse first. Okay, this is 8. So orchard points are interesting. If I get courier, that's worth 4. I get a plaza. I just don't know what that's doing for me. I think I would much rather get a province here, start putting pressure on them to green, and then Dismantle is also kind of interesting, dismantling the golds. But so if I get a province now, I'm down 8 points, I guess. So I need to build some more. So I guess Courier Plaza is the way to go. And I can lead on this Plaza probably. Did I play my Sooth that turn? I didn't even play my Sooth that turn, sadly. Alright, so they've set aside 9 starters and 2 curses. I've set aside 7 starters and 2 curses. So they're up to 2 exiles on me, but I think I should be able to make that up this turn by couriering both of these sanctuaries and setting aside coppers. And then, okay, they're already on provinces, which makes sense. We're going to play the sanctuary. We're going to play the sanctuary. The plaza first, then the sanctuary. Courier plays a gold. Soothsayer. So I think I'm going to go Plaza Displace here. It gets me close to orchard points on Displace, and the extra Displace in deck may give me some control. I do feel like I'm somewhat behind here. I expect them to play their Soothsayer this turn. Draw me a card here, which is nice. I've now exiled, 9 starters and 2 curses. They're at 9 starters and 2 curses. So we're basically even on exiling through turn 13. We'll see. My turn 13 doesn't look as good as theirs. Their turn 12 was pretty weak, I think. Keep bad cards in exile. I didn't see my couriers here, which is nice. I didn't want to see them. They got a province, which makes sense. So I can discard this silver. I feel like I'm going to find something here to play, though. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. So I can play the Soothsayer. I can play the Soothsayer. It seems worth it. I can turn a silver into... What am I doing here? They're pretty close on the Candlestick Maker points as well. I can turn a silver into a Displace. I can just Mule this. I feel like the Candlestick Makers are going to hurt them. I can turn a silver into a Displace. I realize draw is tight, but it gives me some power. Otherwise, I have 10. Displace, and I've got 7 now, which is awkward. I think I'm just buying another Soothsayer too. That puts me close to points, and I can always set that aside. The other thing I can do is just buy gold and look to win on provinces and give up the orchard points at this point. Give up on dominating orchard points at this point. Probably this courier needs to play a village. Yeah, I don't see a way I can activate multiple couriers this turn. Ideally, I could play like courier and hit the displace. I could play courier village, I guess. That gets me to the end of the shuffle. Did I just already do a courier? No, I need to guarantee that I play on. Lead on this courier, play. Don't exile. No, I think I just take double province here. And I think I'm done with silvers. So that was a very nice turn. I got 2 provinces. Any turn you can get 2 provinces in Dominion is usually a pretty good turn. So if I play this Plaza... Did I play all my sanctuaries last turn? I did not. So if I play this Plaza, play a sanctuary, play a courier, hit displace, I can turn 2 golds into provinces and buy an estate if Tracer were to double province here. I can't imagine they're going to double province here, though. Oh, but they just got some orchard points. Okay, so I'm in a pretty tough spot. I think I'm going to take 1 province now. I don't see how I win without 1 province. And give them a curse and get all the golds out again. So I've got a ton of golds in my next shuffle. And now they can only play 1 courier where they know what the card's going to be. Again, I've exiled all my starters and 3 curses they've exiled. They've still got a copper. And I'm not sure on who has the extra curse. They've added more displaces now, so just like double province is well within the realm of what they can do if they draw here. But I think I had to do it. I had to do it the way I did it. Yeah, it's not super easy for me to win here. I need to chain some couriers. Get a little bit of draw going. We'll see what they buy here. Triple duchy? Double duchy? They have a lot of couriers. Is that right? Do I really want to... I don't think I want to exile that province. I think there's lines where I want to... do something else with that. All right, so I can go province into duchy, buy duchy. I just feel like I'm losing this game very, very quickly. Province into duchy, buy duchy. And courier, and maybe get a big courier chain to get enough coins to pile out next turn. But I feel like they're going to pile out this turn pretty easily. I don't know. They don't have much draw. Like, they've got a line. Like, I collided 2 displaces with 2 golds. That's pretty unlikely. But I guess you can, with a courier chain, afford 1 province and displace another, which is what they're doing here. Yeah, I'm interested if my first Plaza was correct. It's not 100% clear to me. If my first Plaza could have been just another courier, and the courier gives you terminal space. I feel like I drew a little bit worse in terms of couriers at the top versus the bottom of the shuffles. So, like, if they have displaced gold in those 4 cards, they win. So this pause indicates to me that they don't have that. Which which means I'm in actually really good shape because I have a Displace in my discard pile. I can also play a Soothsayer for 1 VP if absolutely necessary. They've churned their way through much of their deck. I guess they drew some curses this turn. This Courier, yeah, saw a curse, which is... did they play Displaces last turn? So, I'm assuming they don't have gold in deck. And this is just they're getting in a duchy here. Is my guess. And then I play Plaza, I play Sanctuary and hope to draw some stuff. I feel like these Candlestick makers, even though they're worth 4 VP, are actively bad for the deck. The coffers just don't seem worth the cost of having to draw them. And maybe they should have been exiling them. Maybe they didn't have a chance to. But... wow, they were one coffer short of a pile out here. Go lean on the Sanctuary. I don't think I'm exiling anything here. Oh boy. Whoa. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how I discarded a gold there. Okay. Courier plays Courier. Plays Courier. Plays Courier. Plays gold. That gets me to 10. Can I do... if I do Province Duchy here, I'm not winning. I can displace the gold into... I can displace the Soothsayer too. Soothsayer gives me 1 VP, which is maybe worth it. I can displace Province into Duchy. So if I take the gold here, so if I displace gold into Province, that's not winning, I don't think. I think I need to force them to get 2 provinces, although my next hand is kind of crappy. So maybe I just play the Sanctuary here. What am I likely to draw? Golds. So the gold gets me 10. I give them a curse. I buy Duchy Estate. And the game continues a bit, perhaps. My bottom 5 cards has a Plaza in it, some green cards. So I can also displace Province into Duchy, buy 2 estates. I guess. I don't really know. Maybe drawing them the card is too helpful. There's also a 3 pile potentially on Couriers. That's going to be 12 is too expensive, I think. Yeah, maybe I should have been exiling these green cards because the shuffle is not going to be great. I've got a lot of green cards in there. What a... I guess because either of us could have ended the game on provinces if the other person was playing a weaker strategy. So because we played a roughly mirrored strategy with a few minor differences, the game devolves into a slog because neither of us can take the second to last province. That's called the STLP rule, the second to last province rule. It's very important in Dominion. So I've got 8 here in hand. I can't imagine they don't have 8 in hand either, but the question is, like, if they do province, estate or something, is that going to win for them? But all I have to do is, like, draw a gold. These next 2 cards, potentially, or displace. So they're muling the Couriers, which is interesting. I guess you want to mule the first one. Do they have one more Courier even in hand? This is, again, the shuffle where it's really sad to draw the Couriers at the top. Like, the decks do so much more when you're 2/3 of the way through the shuffle and you can Courier whatever you want. That being said, even, like, I had 1 double province turn, and that was the best turn I had by far this game. This is interesting. They can also bank up coffers, potentially, and do some stuff with that. They've seen 2 couriers and a displace. So if they see another courier, they can displace something into a gold into province. Okay, they drew me a card, which is nice. And they can buy 3 estates. And offer like a tie on 3 estates. If I can find another sanctuary or a displace. Or they could do 2 estates and continue the game. I think 3 estates is like the outside of what I can do. Like, I don't think I can do 3 estates in a province. So I think 3 estates make sense. Offer the tie, and I will gladly take it if I can get there. Otherwise, I have to get like a province and hope that they somehow can't province next turn. Necromancer. Interesting. Alright, so the Sanctuary, I guess, is not particularly useful. I guess the province is not particularly useful either. Alright, so this Soothsayer is also not particularly useful. Let's play this Courier, see what I find. Nothing. So, man, they're going for Orchard Point. They're doing Orchard Shuffling now, which seems crazy to me. I don't want to draw them a card. So we'll start with this. Courier and Dismantle is interesting. I can dismantle golds into estates and get some gains that way. So like a line there could be 2 Necromancers or 2 Dismantles, or I need to get 1 estate, I guess. So I will get 1 estate. And if they can get 4 estates, they're winning next turn anyways. And then I'll get a Soothsayer, and maybe I can displace something into a Soothsayer for 4 VP. This is a good start. I can Courier, and hopefully find a Displace. Although, it doesn't seem unreasonable that they win here. With an estate pile out. With Sanctuaries and Candlestick Makers. No reason for them not to keep playing all the Couriers, I guess, although you start to discard good cards into your discard pile. Like we've seen now 2 of their Sanctuaries and a Candlestick Maker in there. One challenge with the Courier chain is you can only ever play 1 non-Courier card in it. So like somehow you prefer to be able to play Plaza, then Courier, pick whatever you want, then play another Plaza, then play another Courier, pick what you want. When did they shuffle last, if I can track this? So they shuffled here. So in theory, they have 2 more Candlestick Makers and a Sanctuary in these cards. And obviously, if they find all those cards, they win here. I don't... Okay, they're displacing Exile Duchy into Estate. Okay, they're going for Soothsayer points too. Interesting. Okay, so 4 estates is a tie. I'm not quite sure how I get to 4 estates, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess. We'll play the Plaza first, see what we reveal. I'd have to play all my Sanctuaries. Okay, seeing Displace here is quite nice. I can displace the Duchy into Soothsayer. I guess we'll do the Courier chain now. Play the Sanctuary. Do not exile. This is getting close. Oh, they took a estate themselves. Okay, I need to find another buy or another gain somehow. So I guess we play this Plaza now, or wait, we play the gold. We displace gold into province. So busy thinking about the crazy pile out that I missed the easy pile out easy on provinces. Wow, what a crazy game. That was a fun one. I'm sure I didn't play it perfectly. And they must have had some bad draws there near the end not to be able to pile out on me. But pretty happy to win that one. Move on to game 6.